Alright, let's just look into this particular question. The client rolls a 6-sided die 16 times. The score obtained are shown in the following frequency table. Now the scores along with their frequencies are given up here. It is given that the mean score is 3. Find the value of P and the value of Q, right? So if we look into the formula booklet for mathematics analysis approaches HL, so if we go into the section 4.1, there is this formula for the mean, right? So this is how the mean is calculated. Let me write that down formula up here. So this is given as sigma fx divided by the sigma f, right? That's the total number of frequency that we have. All right. So if we do that, if we utilize that, first of all, we need to find out the fx, right? So x is the outcome and f is the frequency. So if we do that, it becomes 1 times of p, so that becomes p, 2 times of q, that becomes 2q, that becomes 3 times of 4, which is 12, 4 times of 2, that's 8, 5 times of 0, that's 0, 6 times of 3, that's 18. So this is going to be our fx. So if we add these values together, so this becomes p plus 2q, and along with that 20, because 12 plus 8 is 20, and 20 plus 18 is going to be 38, right? So this is going to be the value in the numerator, like p plus 2q plus 38. Now if we look into the sum of the frequency, this experiment was done 16 times, so this means that this was repeated 16 times, so that is what we have. And if we look into the mean score, that is given as 3, right? So this means that the mean value is 3, so this ultimately becomes 3 is equal to p plus 2q plus 38 divided by a 16. All right, now we will be finding out one simultaneous equations out of this. So this becomes 3 times of 16 is equal to p plus 2q plus 38, right? Now we just need to find out for 3 times of 16, so this is given as a 48 is equal to p plus 2q plus a 38, which ultimately becomes p plus 2q is equal to 10, right? So this is going to be my first equation. Now what I need to do is I just need to find out for the second equation, because with the one single equation I can't find out the variable p and q. So for that, the second equation what I can utilize is, I know what's my total frequency, so I will be adding all these terms up. So this become p plus q, like if I add these two, and then 4 plus 2 is a 6, 6 plus 9, so this becomes p plus q plus 9. So p plus q plus 9 and all of that is equal to 16. So from here I can extract my second equation, which is given as a 7. So this is going to be my second equation. Now I have the two equations with me and I can find out the p and q values. So let's just solve them simultaneously, because that's without GDC. So we can do this approach to find that out. So now what I'll be doing is I'll be substituting my equation 2 in the equation 1. So this becomes 7 minus q plus 2q is equal to a 10. So I end up getting 7 plus q is equal to a 10. And if I want to find out for q, this is given as a 3, right? Now with this value of q, I can look for the value of p as well. Now I need to substitute the value of q into the equation 1. So this becomes p plus 2q is equal to a 10. Right now I have the value of q with me. So this ends up 2 times of 3 is equal to 10. So the value of p is going to be equal to 4, right? So for the part A, what I have is I have the value of p as 4 and the value of q is 3, right? That is going to be the solution for the part A, right? Now with all of this, I have the value of p and q. Let's just look into the part B. Now each of Kalair's scores is multiplied by 10 in order to determine the final score for a game she's playing, to write down the mean final score, right? Now you just need to concentrate on this stuff that is given up here. I am going to highlight that each and everything is getting multiplied by 10, right? So if it's getting multiplied, so this means that whatever the score she was getting is going to get multiplied with the 10. So this means the final mean that we will be having is going to get multiplied by 10 as well, right? So what was the mean for the scores that were without getting multiplied with 10? It was actually 3. Now if I want to find out the updated mean, so this will get multiplied by 10 and my mean for the result is going to be the 30, right? So this is how I'll attempt for the first question.